Hello everyone and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today we are watching Sea Raptor in his SAO, a tier 10 Japanese cruiser. He's on the map Shatter in a 3-point domination game mode, and well, it's obviously a tier 10 battle, but for some reason his team has one more tier 10. Be that as it may. I have recently found the site WoWReplays.com, where you can upload your World of Warships replays. I'll put a link in the video description. And this is great because I'm pretty much always staffed for good replays. And I have been able to play that many games recently. So I will take replays from this site to supplement my own replays. This also allows me to show you more different ships, and ships that I don't have or that I don't play that often because, well, I usually just play the ships that need experience. So, yeah, I'll still make videos with my own replays, but you'll just get some other games thrown in as well. Now, let's take a look at how this battle here has started off so far. Sea Raptor decided to go to the right flank and go help out at a point C. There are already friendly destroyers inside the cap circle, which is great. So all they have to do is provide cover fire for their own destroyers and let them capture in peace. Doesn't look so well on the left flank. They are probably outnumbered. I guess those people might just retreat. And nobody of his team is going for B, so just saw an enemy cruiser who might just take this point. E in this map is rather tricky. As you can see, there are a lot of, well, small channels where a destroyer could lay in wait and just ambush you. So let's just take a look at the SAO itself, I guess. The SAO has 4 turrets. They are triple barreled and they have 203mm guns, which is what you'd expect probably. The torpedoes only have 8 kilometers range, which is somewhat strange because most Japanese cruisers have 10 kilometer torpedoes. So yeah, but the torpedoes hit pretty hard and they are rather fast, which is great. The SAO also has a repair consumable, and I'm really looking forward to getting this ship myself. I'm only at tier 8, the Japanese cruiser line. I was able to try out the SAO at Gamescom last year, and it's definitely a ship that I want. Now, so far there is only a sniping duel happening around here. They managed to capture the point C, which is great, but they have lost B. They are in the process of losing A. The left flank is still in retreat. Not sure if they are look somewhat even on the left flank, but you never know whose ships are spotted. So they are still defending C kind of against this force, but those ships should probably decide to go more towards the left. Really sitting around here or closer to the zone wall isn't going to benefit them at all. You want to be somewhere around here where you can still defend C and can react and support like the left flank if needed. Now the enemies are in a pretty decent position because they control the majority of the points, so all they have to do is take it slow, sit back and defend. But it would seem that they are rather aggressive at the point A. Now let's see what Sea Raptor's team is doing. This destroyer could probably make a break and try to take B. Somewhat confined space if it doesn't have smoke ready. You probably don't want to push in there. Shall see how this turns out. This destroyer here is getting a little aggressive. The ships here, I still think some of them are moving here towards the left. I think they really have to try to get more points or be a little bit more aggressive. Can't play passively if you're behind. And look at that, Sea-Raptor just got a nice Citadel hit at the Atago. The salvo could very well have ended the Atago. But let's see, the next salvo should do the trick. There you go, first kill of the battle. And some very nice shots. Now Sea-Raptor is trying to reinforce the left. He's probably realized that something has to happen around here and they just can't sit in the point C and wait till the time is over. And next target is a Baltimore. I'm not entirely sure what this Baltimore's plan is. It looks like he's here reversing. I mean, he probably stopped to avoid those torpedoes. But he is just in a pretty bad spot. He won't be able to avoid shots this way. Yeah, I think Sea-Raptor expected him to turn the other way around. Unfortunately, missed the Baltimore, but no, nothing's gonna save that Baltimore. Now he's turning his way back. So, Sea-Raptor's team. There goes a kill, which is nice. But Sea-Raptor's team is now finally taking the point B. They have a destroyer in there, nobody is defending, and as a destroyer you're probably pretty happy here, because if someone surprises you, you will be in torpedo range. It's also not looking that great for this Iowa. Hey, Smogami is presenting his broadside. Sea-Raptor is wisely shooting armor piercing at this Mogami. And yes, this Mogami is just one lucky salvo away from dying. Now this was a good salvo, but only one Citadel hit. So the Mogami is still somewhat healthy. Now Sea-Raptor is turning around, he is... Yeah, you don't wanna... Probably doesn't wanna push against that. There is some support here, but they don't seem to want to push towards the left. And yes, there is a battleship. Battleships are really dangerous for cruisers. If they can Citadel you, a lot of your health is just gone. And cruiser armor just can't really. Battleship armor piercing. There is also obviously his destroyer in his smoke who is trying to get some torpedo hits, but doesn't seem to do so well at the moment. You know, it's currently rather even. Both teams have lost 3 ships and Sea-Raptor's team controls 2 capture points. And oh, they just lost the ship. At this point, they can play it a little more passively. They control the 2 zones and the enemies have to make a move. I mean, yeah, they are behind at points, but they'll accumulate points faster, so... I'd still say the enemies are probably the ones who make the first move. Really interesting. There aren't really many enemies spotted currently. Would seem that there are some who might make a move towards C or B. There is a friendly destroyer who is sneaking past the enemy lines and he will probably try to capture A or just harass ships with torpedoes. Will also probably provide nice vision. There is a second destroyer who is here at B, and if there is a move towards B, this guy might be able to surprise someone with torpedoes. Now this cruiser is really dying soon. The salvo looks good, and that was kind of a disappointment. Sad, but hopefully the next salvo finishes this guy off. And there you go.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
The Shroon is also very low on health. He probably won't make it for long. This Baltimore, he is trying to go towards the middle, I guess. Now the friendly destroyer who was holding a middle point has died. The enemy is currently capturing, so they well, they obviously have a ship in there, probably the destroyer. There's a cruiser coming from here and a cruiser coming from there. And well, Sea Raptor's team is pretty much sitting at this spot here. I mean, it's a decent enough spot because you can shoot towards B and you can successfully defend C. But well, you have to actually see who is inside the point B to shoot them. And this small reset won't stop them from taking the point. Oh, Sea Raptor's team is slightly behind. It's up to them to change that and take the initiative again. This destroyer is capturing A, which is great. Doesn't look like they have a defense. The enemies have a lot of ships down here, and they are pretty much... Oh, very nice, secure. So those ships aren't protecting A, and they aren't pushing towards another point, and if the Raptors team just decides to like up here towards B or something, the north, they really are in no position to do much. So far this has been a pretty interesting battle, and for the most part pretty even. Each team has been in the lead at a certain point in this game. Looking around, this lone cruiser here tries to engage the enemy force. He is pretty brave, but this bravery probably won't protect him. I mean, maybe he expected this guys to backing up, but and yeah, there he goes. Another cruiser here died, and I think a cruiser here died as well, so they just lost like 3 ships at the same time. And yes, this Baltimore just got citadeled quite hard. Our Sea Raptor himself is showing his broadside, but it couldn't be helped, there was an island in the way. And hey, he managed to sink the cruiser and he got himself a Kraken. Now there is incoming fire from a turret, and there is also fire coming from the other side on something unspotted. The turret is kind of dangerous, and he is also not really in a position to do much, so Raptor will probably turn around and try to capture the center point. He can, if he pushes towards B, use this big island as cover, probably. He's also just trying if he can get some torpedo hits, but his torpedo range isn't that much. And yes, those guys are coming closer, but might just not be worth it. Use your torpedoes here. Might be a better opportunity.
The enemy is about to win.
Now, Sea Raptor's team has fallen a bit behind, and they really need to do something. They have less ships, they have less capture zones, they have less points. But I guess they can get B pretty much for free, and this destroyer can probably get A for free. I mean, we see where some of the enemies are. We don't know where the rest is. So there is a cruiser engaging this destroyer. This probably means the destroyer has to disengage. Okay. Oh, some hits on the Atago. Unfortunately, not very great hits. And yes, received heavy damage. Being under fire of Atago and the torpedoes, not really what you want. He is somewhat angled, but not enough. And the problem is he wants to turn towards the left because he wants to use this island as cover. Now some very good avoidance on those shots. And now he's turning. And he'll probably use his torpedo launches soon. I mean, even if those torpedoes don't hit anything, they might just prevent the enemies from pushing too aggressively towards him. Now this island should provide some very nice cover, so he can focus on the Admiral Hipper and he might be able to cap this point in peace. There's a friendly battleship who has taken a very long route. He was probably afraid going towards the center in case of torpedoes. In his case I probably would have, because it just takes a very long time to go all the way around here. There you go, the Admiral Hipper is down. He did receive quite a bit of damage and his health pool is dangerously low. He still has a repair ability and it will soon be ready. And instead of taking the point B, he decides to help out the friendly destroyer and kill the Mogami. Mogami is very low on health, one good salvo would kill him, but the Fletcher managed to kill the Mogami on his own. So they're just going to capture point A. The enemies have almost arrived at point B. There is a friendly cruiser trying to intercept. This battleship is... it will take some time for him to be in a position where he can do anything. Now he has to go all the way around here and probably drive in the middle. Now they have lost point C. The destroyer has captured that. This cruiser decided to... probably he doesn't want to engage the SAO head on. The battleship is reinforcing this cruiser and I guess the destroyer will go somewhere around here and just throw torpedoes in this channel. So the SAO might be in not a very great spot. Also the way he is currently sailing and the way he is forced to sail because of these islands shows his broadside to these torpedoes and the Atago. So he is turning his ship towards them, it seems. And managed to finish off the Atago. Only the torpedoes and the enemy destroyer remain. Now it's looking pretty good for Sea Raptor's team. They are in kind of a nice lead. They have 2 more ships. They have more points, and while they are 1 capture point behind. Looks somewhat okay now. This SAO is in the process of beaching himself, I think. That's bad news. I mean, at least he isn't showing his broadside. So maybe the torpedoes can't hit him that hard. But there is also this destroyer, and as I said before, there will probably be torpedoes in the water coming towards this channel. So yeah. Now Sea Raptor is turning his ship around. He wants to ambush these torpedoes with torpedoes, and this torpedoes pretty much wants to push here towards B. He knows he has to kill something. He doesn't have much time left or they will lose. Now the game is almost won. They are only 3 points and yep, there goes the SAO. Now I think in the process of maneuvering away from this island, this SAO has showed his broadside. And now Sea Raptor is somewhat in an awkward spot. Oh, he gets pushed towards this torpedo, but I think this torpedo would have hit anyway. He is very low on health. The friendly destroyer has laid a smoke screen so the torpedoes can't see him, which is great because like 1 salvo would kill him, which would lose him the game. It's a head-on race. And yeah, it's still anyone's game. We can't see the enemy at the moment. There are torpedoes incoming and the torpedoes died. Well, I guess the torpedoes might have burned to death. And Sea Raptor got his 7th kill. It was a great performance on his part. He almost got 2,700 base experience. And it was a truly exciting match. The game was decided in the last seconds. It could have been anyone's game. Those torpedoes were dangerously close. And yes, the match timer was almost over. Both teams have almost reached 1000 points. It was a pretty nice battle to watch. It was an up and down for both sides, I guess. And it showed some very nice SAO gameplay in my opinion. Also, I guess very well played from this Fletcher, who seemed to have done very well himself. And let's take a closer look at C-Raptor's performance. He managed to get himself, I think that's Dreadnought, Confederate, Kraken, and First Blood. 7 kills, 6 citadels, 120 hits. It was truly a very nice game. And thanks to C-Raptor for uploading this battle. I hope you enjoyed watching some SAO gameplay. I found this match really interesting, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. See you guys next time.